Welcome to Amazing Facts, the channel where we uncover the most mind-blowing truths about, well, everything. Today, we're diving into the icy world of penguins, nature's very own tuxedoed comedians. From their incredible adaptations to their quirky behaviors, here are 101 fascinating facts about penguins that will leave you amazed, entertained, and maybe even a little jealous of their swimming skills. Let's dive in, penguin style. First, let's get to know our dapper friends with some general facts. Penguins are flightless birds primarily found in the southern hemisphere. Unlike most birds, penguins traded in their wings for flippers and gave up flying for something way cooler, swimming. And while you won't find penguins soaring through the skies, you'll see them flying underwater, which we'll talk about later. But here's a fun twist. One species of penguin, the Galapagos penguin, actually lives just a tiny bit north of the equator. A penguin on a tropical vacation? Now that's a rebel. There are 18 recognized species of penguins, ranging from tiny to giant. Yep, penguins come in all shapes and sizes. There's the little blue penguin, small enough to fit in your backpack, not that we recommend penguin napping. And then there's the emperor penguin, which could probably look you straight in the eye if you're not too tall. Penguins prove that style comes in all sizes. The smallest species, the little blue penguin, stands at just 12 inches tall. Also called the fairy penguin, these little guys are so small you might mistake them for a stuffed animal. They're nocturnal, which means they spend their nights waddling along beaches, looking adorable and mysterious. Talk about living the nightlife. The largest penguin species is the emperor penguin, standing nearly 4 feet tall and weighing over 80 pounds. If penguins had a basketball league, emperor penguins would dominate the court. Not only are they huge, but they're also the MVPs of the Antarctic, surviving temperatures as low as -76 degrees Fahrenheit. That's colder than your ex's heart. Penguins' black and white coloration serves as camouflage. It's called countershading. From above, their black backs blend with the dark ocean depths. From below, their white bellies mimic the sunlight streaming through the water. It's basically penguin invisibility mode. So next time you see one waddling around looking like a little butler, remember, they're dressed for survival, not just for Fashion Week. Section 2. Penguin Behavior and Adaptations. Now that we know a bit about penguin appearances, let's dive into their quirky behavior and survival superpowers. Penguins are social creatures that live in massive colonies, sometimes with tens of thousands of members. Imagine attending a party with 10,000 penguins. It's loud, crowded, and full of energy. Penguins rely on these massive gatherings for warmth and protection from predators. It's like living in a city, except everyone's waddling around and nobody's honking horns, just making adorable squawking noises. Penguins communicate using unique vocalizations and body language. Each penguin has its own special call, almost like a fingerprint. This helps them recognize their mate or chick in the middle of a noisy colony. Picture a penguin couple shouting, "Honey, I'm home," across a crowd of 5,000 and actually finding each other. Penguins are the real relationship goals. Penguins huddle together to conserve heat in extreme cold. Antarctica isn't exactly cozy, but penguins have a genius solution. They form tight huddles, taking turns being on the outside and inside, so everyone gets a chance to warm up. It's teamwork at its finest. And let's be honest, who wouldn't want to be in a penguin cuddle pile? Penguins molt all their feathers at once during a process called a catastrophic molt. Unlike other birds that lose a feather or two here and there, penguins go all in and shed their entire coat. For a few weeks, they're grounded. No swimming until the new waterproof feathers grow in. So, if you see a scruffy penguin, don't judge. They're just in their awkward glow-up phase. Penguins can toboggan on their bellies to move faster on ice. Walking on ice is hard, even for penguins. So, they've mastered the art of belly sliding or tobogganing to speed things up. Picture a penguin sliding like a kid on a snow day, except they're trying to escape a predator or just get to the buffet line faster. Section 3. Penguin Diet and Feeding. Let's talk about what's on the menu for penguins. Spoiler alert. It's fish, fish, and more fish. Penguins primarily eat fish, squid, and krill. These aquatic birds are seafood connoisseurs. Depending on the species, their diet changes, but krill is basically penguin fast food, quick, easy, and everywhere. Think of it as the McDonald's of the Southern Ocean. Emperor penguins can travel up to 75 miles to find food during breeding season. Imagine walking 75 miles for takeout. That's dedication. Emperor penguins go to extreme lengths to bring back food for their chicks, proving that parents, no matter the species, will do anything for their kids. Penguins swallow their prey whole, thanks to spiky barbs inside their mouths. These barbs work like conveyor belts, guiding slippery fish right down the hatch. So, if you're ever jealous of how smoothly penguins eat, just remember, they've got built-in kitchen gadgets in their mouths. Penguins can drink seawater, thanks to special glands that filter out the salt. While we'd need a desalination plant to survive, penguins come equipped with their own natural filters. Their supraorbital glands remove excess salt, which they sneeze out. Yes, penguins literally sneeze salt. Nature is wild. Section 4. Species-specific facts. Now, let's meet the stars of the penguin world. 18 unique species, each with their own quirks and claims to fame. From pint-sized cuties to towering Antarctic titans, penguins prove that variety is the spice of life. Emperor penguins are the only species that breed during the harsh Antarctic winter. While most of us bundle up and avoid the cold, emperor penguins get busy, literally. They endure blizzards and temperatures as low as -76 degrees Fahrenheit to lay their eggs. Imagine trying to start a family in a snowstorm. That's dedication. Adelie penguins are named after Adèle Dumont d'Urville, the wife of a French explorer. Romance on the ice. Adelie penguins are not only adorable, but also historically significant. They were first documented in 1840, and their colonies are like bustling cities, filled with drama, romance, and the occasional pebble theft. Chinstrap penguins are named for the thin black line under their chins. It's like they're always wearing a helmet strap, ready for action. These feisty little guys are known for their bold personalities. They'll stand up to predators, humans, and even each other if someone steps on their turf. The Galapagos penguin is the only species found north of the equator. Who says penguins can't enjoy the sun? These tropical penguins chill on volcanic rocks and dive into warm waters. Fun fact, they sometimes shade their feet to keep cool. Stylish and smart. King penguins are the second largest penguin species, often confused with emperors. Think of them as the younger siblings of emperor penguins, still regal, but with slightly brighter plumage. Kings are also fantastic parents, taking turns traveling up to 100 miles to find food for their chicks. Macaroni penguins have distinctive yellow-orange feathers above their eyes. Named after the 18th century term macaroni, a flashy dresser. These penguins look like they're heading to a disco. Their dance moves might not win awards, but their head crests sure steal the show. Rockhopper penguins are known for their wild yellow crests and red eyes. These punk rockers of the penguin world don't just look edgy, they act it too. Rockhoppers are famous for their bold personalities and daring cliff jumps. No stage diving here, just real diving. Yellow-eyed penguins, native to New Zealand, are among the rarest penguins. With fewer than 4,000 left, these golden-eyed beauties are in serious trouble. They're shy, solitary, and prefer quiet beaches. Basically, the introverts of the penguin world. Magellanic penguins are named after Ferdinand Magellan, who first recorded them in 1520. These explorers waddle along the coasts of South America and are known for their distinctive black and white bands. Think of them as history buffs with a flair for fashion. African penguins are nicknamed jackass penguins due to their donkey-like bray. Yep, they sound like donkeys. They're loud, braying calls echo along South Africa's beaches, making them the noisiest beachgoers around. Forget sunscreen. They come with sound effects. Section 5. Penguins and their environment. Living in some of the harshest climates on Earth, penguins are true survivors. But their environment also holds fascinating secrets. Penguins help maintain balance in marine ecosystems by controlling fish and krill populations. Penguins are the ocean's natural managers. They keep populations in check, ensuring the ecosystem stays healthy. Think of them as nature's quality control team, just fluffier. Penguins can lose up to 50% of their body weight during breeding seasons. Imagine dieting so hard that you lose half your body weight. Penguins do this for their chicks, fasting for months while they guard eggs or hunt for food. Now that's commitment. Penguins are preyed upon by seals, orcas, and large seabirds. Even in their tuxedos, penguins aren't always the stars of the show. Seals and orcas see them as the perfect snack. Talk about dining on the best-dressed menu. Penguins rely heavily on sea ice for breeding and feeding. Sea ice isn't just a platform, it's a lifeline. As climate change reduces ice levels, penguins are losing their homes. Protecting them means protecting the ice they depend on. Section 6. Penguins and humans. Penguins have waddled their way into human hearts, but our impact on their world is a double-edged sword. Penguins have no natural fear of humans in the wild. Since penguins evolved far from land predators, they see us as just another weird-looking penguin. But don't let that fool you. They still deserve their space and respect. Penguins are a popular subject in films and books, like March of the Penguins and Happy Feet. From documentaries to dancing penguins, these birds are cinema gold. If you haven't watched a penguin tap dance, are you even living? Conservation efforts are underway to protect endangered penguin species. Organizations worldwide are fighting to save penguins from extinction. Adopting a penguin might not mean cuddles, but it does help secure their future. Penguins are often the stars of wildlife documentaries, helping to raise awareness about conservation. There's something magical about watching penguins brave the harshest conditions on Earth. Documentaries like March of the Penguins and Penguin Town don't just entertain, they inspire us to take action. Plus, who doesn't love a close-up of a waddling penguin on a snowy trek? Penguins have appeared on postage stamps in several countries, symbolizing their global appeal. From New Zealand to Antarctica, penguins have made it to the big leagues. Postage stamps. Imagine getting a letter with a penguin on it. That's one piece of mail you'd never ignore. Penguins are celebrated worldwide with annual events like Penguin Awareness Day, January 20th. Move over Valentine's Day, because January has Penguin Awareness Day. It's the perfect excuse to share penguin memes, learn cool facts, or maybe even donate to a conservation group. Because honestly, who wouldn't want a day dedicated to celebrating these adorable birds? Section 7. Penguins and their environment. Penguins rely on krill, a shrimp-like crustacean, as a primary food source. Krill may be tiny, but they're a big deal in the penguin world. Think of them as the penguin version of popcorn, except way more nutritious. Without krill, penguins would be in serious trouble, and so would the ocean's food chain. Penguins play a crucial role in the nutrient cycle by spreading guano, penguin poop. Okay, this might sound gross, but penguin poop, called guano, is like fertilizer for coastal ecosystems. It enriches the soil and even helps plants grow in some of the most barren places on Earth. Talk about recycling. Penguins face threats from oil spills, which contaminate their feathers and food supply. Oil spills are devastating for penguins. The oil ruins their waterproof feathers, leaving them cold and vulnerable. It's like losing your winter coat during a blizzard, and that's just the start of their problems. Climate change is one of the biggest threats to penguin habitats. Rising temperatures and melting ice are shrinking the homes of penguins, especially in Antarctica. It's like someone turning off the AC in their icy paradise. Protecting the planet means protecting penguins, too. Penguins can leap out of the water, like dolphins in a motion called porpoising. Porpoising isn't just for dolphins. Penguins do it too. They leap out of the water for a quick breath of air, all while conserving energy. Plus, they look like adorable little torpedoes. Penguins preen their feathers daily to maintain their waterproof coating. Every day is a spa day for penguins. They use oil from a gland near their tails to waterproof their feathers. So, when you see a penguin obsessively grooming, it's not vanity, it's survival. Penguins can dive to incredible depths, over 1,800 feet for emperor penguins. That's like diving down a 200-story building. Emperor penguins hold the record for the deepest dives among birds, reaching depths that most humans couldn't dream of exploring without a submarine. Penguins' bones are solid instead of hollow, unlike most birds. While most birds have lightweight, hollow bones for flight, penguins have solid ones for diving. It's like they traded wings for weights, becoming the ultimate aquatic athletes. Penguins can hold their breath for up to 20 minutes underwater. 20 minutes. That's longer than most people can hold their attention during a boring meeting. Penguins are master breath holders, giving them plenty of time to hunt underwater. Penguins' eyes are specially adapted to see underwater. Penguins might not win any staring contests on land, but underwater, their vision is sharp as a shark's. Their eyes adjust to dim, murky waters, making them top-tier hunters. Penguins have no external ears, but their hearing is highly sensitive. No visible ears? No problem. Penguins rely on their excellent hearing to find their mates and chicks in noisy colonies. It's like having built-in noise-canceling headphones, but way cooler. Penguins lose their buoyancy temporarily during molting. While they molt, penguins can't swim because their feathers lose their waterproofing. Imagine having to sit out your favorite sport for weeks while waiting for new gear. It's a tough time for penguins. Section 8. Penguins in pop culture. Penguins were the stars of the animated movie Happy Feet. Who knew penguins could dance? Happy Feet brought tap-dancing penguins into our hearts and taught us a lesson about climate change. Plus, how can you resist a penguin that grooves to Queens? The penguin in the Batman franchise is inspired by the bird's quirky appearance. The villainous penguin may not waddle, but his name pays homage to the bird's distinctive look. Honestly, if penguins had a mafia, we wouldn't mess with them. Penguins have been mascots for many organizations, from software companies to sports teams. Ever heard of Linux? Yep, its mascot is Tux the penguin. Penguins are the unofficial ambassadors of adaptability and coolness, whether they're on ice or in your operating system. Penguins have appeared in countless wildlife documentaries. From Planet Earth to Frozen Planet, penguins are documentary darlings. Their epic journeys and quirky behaviors make them some of nature's best entertainers. Penguins have been featured in video games, from Club Penguin to Super Mario. Remember Club Penguin? It was the virtual world where you could waddle around, throw snowballs, and make friends. Penguins also pop up in Super Mario, sliding on ice and causing chaos. Turns out, even in the gaming world, penguins steal the show. Penguins are often used in holiday decorations, symbolizing winter and joy. From plush toys to Christmas ornaments, penguins are like the unofficial mascots of winter. Who wouldn't want a tiny, smiling penguin on their tree? They practically scream cozy vibes and hot chocolate. Penguins were central characters in the Madagascar movie franchise, with their own spin-off series. Skipper, Kowalski, Rico, and Private proved that penguins aren't just adorable, they're hilarious too. Whether it's plotting daring escapes or engaging in top-secret missions, these penguins are the ultimate scene stealers. Penguins have been symbols of adaptability and resilience in cultural storytelling. Surviving freezing temperatures, swimming miles for food, and raising chicks in the harshest conditions, penguins are a testament to perseverance. No wonder they're celebrated in art and stories worldwide. Penguins are incredibly fast swimmers, reaching speeds of up to 22 miles per hour. For perspective, that's faster than the average human on a bike. Penguins' streamlined bodies and powerful flippers make them the Michael Phelps of the animal kingdom, minus the goggles. Penguins propose with pebbles during courtship. Forget diamonds. Penguins are all about pebbles. Male penguins search for the smoothest, most perfect pebble to present to their chosen mate. If she accepts, they're officially a couple. Romantic, right? Just watch out for pebble thieves. Yes, that's a thing. Some penguin species build nests using stones, sticks, or even scraps they find. Penguins are DIY experts. They turn whatever's lying around into cozy nests. In some colonies, you'll even see penguins bickering over the best building materials. HGTV, are you watching this? Penguins can recognize their mates and chicks through unique calls. Imagine trying to find your family in a crowd of 10,000 screaming penguins. Thanks to their distinctive vocalizations, penguins manage to do just that. It's like having your own ringtone in a world of noise. Penguins can sleep standing up, leaning on their tails for balance. It's like mastering the art of the power nap. Penguins stand, lean back, and doze off without falling over. If only humans could manage that on public transportation. Some penguins are known to steal nesting materials from their neighbors. It's a cutthroat real estate market in penguin colonies. If you're not watching your nest, your neighbor might snag your best pebble. It's like an icy version of Keeping Up with the Joneses. Section 9. Penguins and Science. Penguins have inspired scientists to design efficient underwater robots. Penguins' streamlined bodies and swimming techniques are so effective that engineers study them to create underwater robots for exploring the ocean. These little birds are basically nature's engineers. Penguins' diets help scientists track changes in ocean ecosystems. By studying what penguins eat, researchers can determine how fish and krill populations are doing. So, yes, even penguin poop is a goldmine of scientific data. Fossils show that ancient penguins were over 5 feet tall. Prehistoric penguins were giants, taller than most humans. Imagine running into one of those on a beach. Let's just say you wouldn't be stealing their pebbles. Penguins' hearts slow down during deep dives to conserve oxygen. When diving, penguins lower their heart rate to as few as 15 beats per minute. It's like their version of meditation, except they're hunting for fish while holding their breath. Penguins have been around for over 60 million years. These birds have been waddling around since dinosaurs roamed the earth. They've seen it all: ice ages, mass extinctions, and now selfies with tourists. Penguins play a crucial role in marine ecosystems by maintaining the balance of fish and krill populations. Penguins are like ocean managers, keeping everything in check. When penguin populations thrive, it's a sign of a healthy ocean. They're small but mighty in their ecological importance. Penguins are studied to understand the effects of climate change. From tracking sea ice loss to changes in food availability, penguins are nature's sentinels. If they're struggling, it's a sign the planet needs help. Some penguins mate for life, forming strong, lifelong bonds with their partners. Penguin couples are the ultimate lovebirds. They stick together through thick and thin. Proof that true love really does exist, even in the coldest places. Penguin fossils reveal that prehistoric penguins were giant, standing over 5 feet tall. Imagine running into a penguin taller than you. Ancient penguins were the original giants of the bird world, waddling around like prehistoric kings. Penguins have been around for over 60 million years. Penguins have survived ice ages, mass extinctions, and now climate change. They're the ultimate survivors in nature's long history of adaptation. Section 10. Other random penguin facts. Some indigenous cultures believed penguins were magical creatures. To early explorers and native peoples, penguins seemed otherworldly, half bird, half fish, dressed in tuxedos. They were often seen as symbols of luck or mystery. And honestly, they kind of still feel magical, don't they? Early sailors thought penguins were a type of fish. Back in the day, penguins were so weird to sailors that they were classified as fish. Imagine biting into a penguin fillet. Thankfully, they figured it out before that became a menu item. Penguins can stay warm in freezing temperatures thanks to their dense layer of feathers and a thick layer of blubber. It's like wearing a down jacket with a built-in thermal layer. Their feathers overlap like roof tiles, trapping heat close to their bodies, while the blubber underneath provides extra insulation. They're walking, waddling marshmallows built for survival. Penguins' flippers are perfectly adapted for swimming, acting like powerful paddles. Think of their flippers as turbocharged oars. Penguins flap them the same way birds use wings to fly, but instead of soaring through the air, they're slicing through the water like little torpedoes. Penguins have unique gland adaptations that allow them to excrete salt from seawater. When you're surrounded by salt water, you've got to make it drinkable somehow. Penguins' supraorbital glands remove salt, which they sneeze out. So, yes, penguin sneezes are not just cute, they're functional. Penguins' bodies are hydrodynamic, reducing drag as they swim. Their bodies are built like sleek submarines, reducing water resistance and allowing them to zoom through the ocean at impressive speeds. If swimming were an Olympic sport for penguins, they'd break all the records. Penguins use their tails as a third leg for balance on icy surfaces. When the ground is slippery, penguins lean back on their tails to stabilize themselves. It's like having a built-in walking stick, but way cuter. Penguins are known to bow to each other as a form of greeting or courtship. Yes, penguins are all about the formalities. They bow to their mates to strengthen their bond, which is basically the penguin equivalent of saying, "You're my one and only." Talk about romance. Penguins can swim up to 60 miles a day while hunting for food. That's like running 2 marathons every single day, except underwater. These birds might look clumsy on land, but in the water, they're absolute pros. A group of penguins in the water is called a raft, while on land, it's called a waddle. It's all about context. Penguins are graceful rafts in the water, but turn into adorable waddling mobs on land. Either way, there's squad goals. Penguins often toboggan on their bellies to save energy while moving across ice. Why walk when you can slide? Penguins push themselves forward using their flippers and feet, turning icy plains into their personal playgrounds. It's both efficient and ridiculously fun to watch. Penguins have been featured in video games like Club Penguin and Super Mario Galaxy. Whether they're running virtual igloos or sliding down icy planets, penguins have become gaming icons. Who wouldn't want a penguin sidekick? Penguins are popular mascots for everything from zoos to sports teams. The Pittsburgh Penguins hockey team even named themselves after these feisty birds. After all, penguins know how to fight, whether it's on the ice or against predators. Penguins are excellent jumpers and can leap out of the water onto ice. They launch themselves with the power of their flippers, achieving air time that would make most Olympic divers jealous. A penguin's distinctive black and white coloring is a form of countershading. This camouflage helps them avoid predators in the ocean. From above, they blend with the dark depths, and from below, they mimic the light from the surface. Penguins' feathers are incredibly dense, with up to 70 feathers per square inch. Their feathers act like a waterproof armor, keeping them dry and insulated even in freezing water. Talk about a stylish survival suit. Penguins can adjust the amount of heat they retain by regulating blood flow to their extremities. Their feet and flippers act like radiators, cooling them down or keeping them warm, depending on the weather. It's like having built-in climate control. Penguins preen their feathers daily to maintain their waterproof coating. Preening is a penguin's full-time job. They meticulously spread oil from a gland near their tails to ensure their feathers stay water-repellent. It's self-care penguin style. Penguins face threats from overfishing, which reduces their food supply. Less fish in the sea means harder times for penguins. By managing fisheries responsibly, we can help protect their future. Many penguin species are threatened or endangered due to habitat loss and climate change. Protecting penguin habitats isn't just about saving them, it's about preserving an entire ecosystem. Penguins are incredibly loyal to their chicks, often traveling miles to bring them food. Penguin parents are the ultimate caregivers. They endure harsh conditions to make sure their little ones are fed and safe. Penguins are incredibly curious and often approach humans in the wild. Don't be surprised if a wild penguin waddles right up to you. They're naturally curious, just don't try to take a selfie with them. Penguins are symbols of determination and survival in various cultures. Their resilience inspires people around the world. If penguins can thrive in the harshest conditions, so can we. Penguins' quirky behaviors make them beloved stars in documentaries. From awkward waddles to daring dives, penguins steal the spotlight every time. They're the clowns and the heroes of the animal kingdom. We've waddled our way through 101 facts about penguins today. Which one surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you never miss a chance to learn more incredible facts about the world around us. Until next time, stay curious, stay amazed, and remember, every waddle counts.